Hey everybody, what is up? It's like 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and I hadn't gotten on here in a couple of days, and my goal is really to do one of these every day. So we're not letting the day go by without doing one. And today I wanted to talk about something that is something I've been thinking about a lot, just generally, but it's also something I've been thinking about a lot more specifically lately as I sort of ramp up my efforts with building a law firm, as I continue to make these videos more frequently, as I begin the journey of holding these live events, these workshops for everybody. I've really been thinking about like the sequencing of how to build a law firm right, the mindset that it takes, and at the end of the day, also thinking about what really makes the perfect law firm for somebody, and also thinking about, does the perfect law firm really exist? And I think that the answer for me, at least, is that yes, right? It does. I think it does exist. But I think that what that perfect law firm looks like is different for everyone. And, I get, it gets kind of funny. I have people come in and out of the back room, and as they sort of work on their firm and as their journey progresses, wherever it does. And I just got a couple of people that left the back room. So they decided that it wasn't right for them. And one of them, it was really, really interesting. She quit because she just decided, it was really funny. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, your stuff is super good. It's so good that I'm leaving. But sort of in thinking about what her perfect life looks like and what her perfect world looked like, owning a law firm didn't fit that plan. She didn't like the idea of marketing. She didn't like the idea of being a business owner. She wanted to just go and be a lawyer and provide a public service and help people. And that's totally okay, and that's cool. But I think that illustrates the point when it comes to your law firm and your life, which is, you have a lot of control over what you do and who you hang out with and the choices that you make and the direction that your law firm goes. And you shouldn't be afraid to make those choices, to do those things. They're not always going to be easy, but and they're not always going to be comfortable, because they're going to be different and they're going to be scary, and you're going to have to go out there and tell people your dreams, right? Which is always kind of freaky, but that's the way to really get, I think, to where you want to go. That's the way to achieve the perfect law firm. I think everybody is hoping that there's just some cookie cutter formula out there for everybody that they can follow. They can pay a couple bucks and it'll all just get dropped in their lap. But it doesn't really work like that, because you have to have the guts and do the work to figure out what it is that you want. Figure out what your perfect law firm looks like. Because that's the only way that you're going to get there. It's the only way that you are going to achieve that perfect law firm dream, is by taking a moment to define what the perfect law firm looks like to you. For me, I have a very specific idea of what that looks like. It involves helping people, obviously, but for me, it also involves being able to have sort of an incubator where I can test my business ideas, where I can test my processes, my procedures, where I can work with great people, where I can empower and teach them to become great as well. And that's what my perfect law firm looks like. It doesn't look like, I did a post earlier this year where I talked about, or a video where I talked about, I'm not really wanting to own $1 million law firm, but probably ending up owning one over time, just because of the way that I approach this and the things that happen. It's going to probably just grow into that over time. But in my perfect vision, my law firm doesn't necessarily look like $1 million law firm, and that's only because I really love this stuff too, right? And I devote a lot of time to this. And this is really where my passion lies. It lies in the business of law firms. It lies in helping people like you, hopefully, get to where you want to go. And so the point of this video really is twofold, right? Point number one is that the perfect law firm exists, and your perfect law firm exists. Your perfect life exists. You just have to be able to define it on your own terms and not be afraid of what other people might think, particularly your other lawyer colleagues and not your law firm owner colleagues, but your other lawyer colleagues. Maybe your sometimes friends and family can have an effect on this, because they want the best for you, and they have an idea of what that looks like for them and what it looks like on TV, and all these kinds of things. But that law firm exists for you. You just have to be willing to define it. And then the second thing is, and you just got to be willing to go for it. You just got to really be willing to give it a shot and stick to it, and be persistent, be consistent, be disciplined. Those are the three key words for me for the year. And I can tell you it's tough, man. There's a lot of doubt that creeps up as you're doing stuff, and life jumps up at you and does some interesting things, and it's out there for you though. All right, it's out there for you. And one of the by the way, so I got to plug here a little bit, right? If you like what you hear right now, and if you want some more, if you want to learn some of the ways that I'm actually building my business, I'm hosting a workshop on April 5th. You can go to q2workshop.com and learn more about it. And if you're interested, come. There's a few seats left. They're probably gonna go fast, I'm guessing, I'm hoping. And if you want to be there, you want to come and sign up. There's some pretty cool, interesting things going on there. Got some good, fun bonuses, but it's gonna be great. So the perfect law firm does exist. Your perfect law firm does exist. You just have to go out there and get it. All right, that is it. It's late. I got one more video to record. I gotta hit that CMS law firm video up right after this. We're gonna talk about more fun stuff, and hope to see you in Kansas City, April 5th, q2workshop.com. Just go check it out, all right? See ya.